Hi everyone, welcome back. Thank you all very much once again for joining me. Really is a pleasure to be able to continue sharing my journey with you guys, and as always, the support and the love and the generosity out of all of you is just phenomenal. So thank you so very much. Just going to give you a quick update today. I'm conscious that I haven't made an episode in 4 or 5 days, I think it is. I've had a pretty intense week treatment-wise. Things have been fairly hectic. I've had a lot to do. I've had quite a few little, I'm not really sure how to describe them, speed humps maybe. A fair bit of pain caused by various different things. But hopefully all heading in the right direction. Hopefully, because it's doing the what it should be doing. That's what I've got my focus on. But yeah, it's not been the easiest week by any stretch. So again, my apologies for not replying or making any episodes. But again, hope you enjoy this one. So just going to give you a very brief overview. So since we last spoke, all I've really done is more combinations of the same things that I've done previously. So it's been the local hypothermia, the whole body hypothermia, more infusions, more treatments and things like that. So nothing really groundbreaking. I've been on several different drugs, and the one thing that's been added into that is a little bit of chemotherapy. So the doctor decided that he wanted to try me on a very low dose chemo. Which I agreed to. It's somewhere around about 1/10 of the dose I've had previously, and I must say, touch wood, so far no ill felt side effects. So I feel absolutely fine in terms of the chemo. So yeah, it's been interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how my body responds to it. Probably been a bit more tired. To be fair, when I sit down and think about it, probably a little bit more fatigue. But anyone who's ever known anyone or ever experienced chemo will know that it does kind of take it out of you a little bit. It's a bit of a kick. So I'm pretty sure that even in a small dose, because it's quite toxic, it's having a very similar effect. One of the things that I've been struggling this week is a lot of constipation. And again, for different drugs and trying to sort that out with different therapies, it's been quite difficult to manage that. But seem to be through the worst of it now, which is quite good. Seem to have got on top of it, me and the doctors. So that's very good news. In other news, just going to give you a little update of something that's going to be happening. So when I came out here, I didn't know how long I was going to be staying. It was either going to be 4 weeks or 6 weeks. We were going to kind of suck it and see. I think I've decided that the best course of action is to stay for 4 weeks this time around. So I've been here just over 2 weeks now. So that means just under another 2 weeks to go. So I'll be coming home somewhere around about the 25th, I think. Got to speak to the doctors and check out flights and have a look at schedules and things like that. So somewhere around about that, the end of the month. And there's a couple of reasons for this. So the first reason is that I have been referred by my oncologist back home to a specialist in Birmingham who specialises in a treatment called TACE. Now, TACE is a liver treatment. As you know, I've got tumours in 2 places, one in my rectum and several in my liver. TACE is a liver treatment where they inject the drugs directly into the liver. So what they do is and if I'm wrong about this, then please forgive me. I've just been doing a little bit of learning on the internet, as you do. They go in through a vein in your leg, and then they feed like a catheter all the way up through your veins into your liver. They then pump a load of drugs in there. They then block it off somehow. I think they put some kind of blocker inside the vein in the liver to keep the drugs right there. So it's a type of chemotherapy drug, I believe, unless I'm completely wrong. I've heard of them actually using little irradiated balls actually to go into the tumours in the liver. So yeah, so but I have an appointment with this doctor, and that appointment is on the 8th of September. So one of the things that I want to get done before I have that appointment with him is to have another scan. Here, the only scans really available to me are ultrasounds, which aren't anywhere near as accurate or as insightful as the full-on CT scans and the MRI scans that I can have back home on the NHS. And those are obviously free. If I was going to have those out here, they would cost an awful lot of money, I believe. Several £1,000s, which is not to be sniffed at. So yeah, so want to get home, have a scan. Kind of want to get home as well. Another note on that in just a second. But yeah, get home, have a scan, consult with the oncologist, do a little bit more around work around my diet and how I'm eating, which I'm going to follow up with when I get home. I have promised you another video on diet, and that's exactly what I'm going to do when I get home, because I'm going to completely change what I've been doing and try a new tact, and we'll see how we get on with it. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be quite arduous, probably quite expensive, but that's not really the biggest concern. Just a point of note. But yeah, going to do something quite dramatic with my diet and see what happens there. All in conjunction with everything else that we're going to be doing as well. So yeah, getting ready for that, really. We'll see. I'll have a chat with the doctor. I'm still not convinced about chemotherapy. I'm still not sure that it's the right type of treatment. I've already had 3 types and none of them have worked. So there's nothing to say to me that another type of chemo done in a different way is going to do any good. And I say that I've had 3. I'm on the 4th now. So we'll have a talk to this doctor. We'll see what he has to say. I'm going to ask lots of questions about percentages and things like that, especially in my kind of demographic. And yeah, see how we get on. And then after that, it's going to be a case of, but the other thing that these scans will reveal after I've been back from here is I had my last scan, the last scan was about 6 weeks before I came here. That was before the radiotherapy on my pelvis, the second round of radiotherapy. So quite a good period of time. It's going to be about 12 weeks in total between scans. And it should give us a good stick in the ground as to what we've been doing here. Has it actually done any good? Has the treatment here improved my condition any? If the answer is no, then I don't really see any point in coming back. I'm pretty sure that we'd all agree on that one. Going back to Albert Einstein's theory of insanity, which I know some of you out there liked. Yeah, I won't be coming back if it hasn't done anything. If it has done something, if my condition's improved off the back of this treatment, then absolutely I will be looking to come back again. The next steps after that aren't decided yet. It will be a combination of factors again to take into consideration. And I'll speak to all the relevant people, and we will go from there and see which is the best course of action to go for. So I think that's about it. And so, there's one other update that I was going to mention. When I do get home, there are some other things outside of my own treatment that myself and Laura have been discussing, Laura being my wife, in and around trying to help others. And it's a lot of it is stemmed from making these videos, actually. I think we'd really like to put some effort into putting together some kind of help for other people in a similar situation to me. What that's going to look like and how it's going to work and all the rest of it is yet to be kind of worked out. But it's something that we're going to take a serious look into. Laura, my wife, is a newly qualified nutritional therapist, something which we both believe has got a very, very big impact on cancer and survival rates and quality of life and all that kind of stuff. So I think that we can take what she knows, enhance what she knows, maybe couple it with some other things that we've learned along the way, some other things that are helpful, and try and help some other people out. Try and reach out, see if there's anyone else in a similar situation. I'm thinking about concentrating on my kind of demographic, but would be open to anyone. And yeah, just really try and do some good, spread some good information out there, because I think where a lot of people struggle when they're first diagnosed is just that lack of information, or maybe too much information. When you sit down at night, which is something which I did when I was first diagnosed, that sat up night after night looking on Google, reading up about your condition. There's so many different sources out there, and it can be so confusing. How we would make that look, I really don't know. But being able to have a conversation with someone who's been in a similar situation and knows some real practical hints and tips to implement that can potentially improve your immediate condition, strengthen your immune system, get your body fighting fit, and really concentrate on the next steps and what you're going to do and which treatments you're going to undertake, I think is going to be really helpful to some people. I'm not trying to be a doctor, not trying to take over from the NHS or anything like that, but just spreading some really, really useful information. So could be quite exciting. So again, watch this space. As any more becomes apparent, I'll let you guys know. And then last little update for you. So tomorrow, I'm being joined by my wonderful wife, Laura, who's getting on a plane tomorrow morning with our baby daughter, Luna, little Luna Hope, 8 months old, first little trip. She's got her first passport this week. She is raring to go. Bought Laura a new suitcase so she can fit all their stuff into it. Yeah, I honestly can't wait to see them. It's now been 2.5 weeks since we were separated, and in the last 8 months we've only spent one night apart. So, and for anyone who has children or young children will relate to this. They grow so quick every single day. There's so many little changes. Every time I see her, thank God for FaceTime. What did people do before FaceTime and email and text messages and all that kind of stuff? I've got no idea. But yeah, I've seen all these little changes in her, and she looks just phenomenal. And like I say, I've missed them both so much, and it's going to be so good for me to see them. And guys, Laura, I'm talking to you here. I love you so much, and you have just been such an absolute rock over the last nearly 2 years, and it's just going to be amazing to see you. I can't wait. It's just going to be phenomenal. And excuse me, I'm getting myself all emotional and choked up, which is not something I planned. I hadn't written this in the script for today, but it's all good. Anyone who knows me knows I wear my heart on my sleeve, and how much I care about my family and stuff, and my friends as well. Guys, I can't wait to see you all when I get home as well. It's tough being away from everyone. My parents, guys, you know how much I love you, and your support is always means so much to me. So tomorrow, Laura and Luna are gonna be here. I'll try and get them to come and say hello on one of my vlogs, videos, blah 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 blah. I can't get a grip of all this newfangled language, but we'll see if they can make an appearance on one of the vlogs and say hi to everyone. And yeah, guys, as always, hope you've enjoyed these episodes. Like I said, it's just going to be a quick update. I'll do a more comprehensive one over the next couple of days, I promise, and go into a little bit more detail about some of these other treatment options that I'm looking at now. So stay safe, everyone. Please keep helping us to share and like and subscribe, and sharing on Facebook. The raffle, if you haven't seen it already, the raffle for the hairdo in London, it's got a couple of days left to go. I think it finishes on Sunday. So not very long left on that one. Get your tickets in. Really good odds on that one at the moment. But yeah, thank you all so much, ladies and gents. As always, you're just phenomenal. So thank you. Stay safe, and I will see you all very soon. Take it easy. Bye bye.